Hey everybody, welcome on in. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'll be getting things started in just a minute here. So come on in, get cozy, and I'll see you in a couple. Hey, hello everybody. How we doing tonight? Happy early Halloween. This is the fun of having a specific day of the week stream, is that you know, you might be a few days ahead of a holiday, but you still wanna celebrate the spirit. So happy Halloween early. Yeah, this is, in case you couldn't tell, this is Stitch. Yeah, see it. It kind of works. I like it. I can't guarantee I'm going to keep this hood on. This is very hot. This is extremely warm. And despite air conditioning, I am in Florida. So we're gonna just see how long this lasts. If I pass out, just chat real loud. It'll be good. But hey, I hope you all are doing well tonight. Thanks for joining. Man, I feel like I started the day off on a run, and just kind of finally I'm catching up now. I'm glad to be here to do work on a little art with you guys, chill out. Tonight's stream, I was thinking I shared the comic we've been working on with my critique group. Shout outs to Pono. I'm just apparently going to keep on messing with my ears this whole time. I apparently can't resist that. Shout outs to Pono. Got a couple of notes, so I'm gonna tweak those. Thought we could work through that, and then we're gonna start sketching out some ideas for the GDQ prize donation sketch. I was gonna look through and see what we want to do. But yeah, happy Thursday. One more day of the week left to go. Hope y'all are excited. I'm happy to be here with y'all. Didn't really have anything that exciting to be just chatting about, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch us over to art for our category, and we can just get started. How's that sound? Good to me. That's what I think. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and hop over to our, oh wait, you know, I do this every time where I get so excited about switching over to Clip Studio that I forget to just keep it on just chatting for drawing the random card. So I'm gonna do that now so we actually have a little more screen real estate to see. So I tried to pick spooky theme for my deck. It turned out we didn't have that many. I just have 3. So 3 spooky ghost type Pokemon, although the card game doesn't have a ghost energy type, as some of you may know. All right, so we're just gonna pick one of these 3 randomly, and we get Chandelure. That's who we're gonna draw tonight for our warm-up sketch. So now I will switch over to Clip Studio Paint. I will pull up a reference image here. Just as a reminder to my artist friends out there, if you didn't already know, you don't have to know how to draw every single thing from the top of your head. References are great. It's helpful to often to get several of them, so you're getting an idea of the structure of the thing and not just tempted to copy the reference image itself. Or at the very least, you can push yourself to, you know, work with a little bit, do something a little bit different. Yeah. So I'm finding that black background a little bit distracting, so I might actually just delete that out. That's a little bit clearer. All right, I like that. All right, so yeah, if you're familiar with the stream, or if you're not, warm up is a 5-minute time where we're not looking to finish anything. We're not looking to create any masterpieces. What we're looking to do is get our art brain fired up, loosen up the wrist, loosen up the arm, start thinking about shapes, all that kind of stuff. Have a little fun, kind of get those early jitters out before we move on to our main work. I encourage you, as always, to draw along. You know, I'd love it if you want to draw Chandelure with me. Otherwise, draw whatever you feel like. So that's all cool. I think that's all we need to know to get started. So here we go. All right. So I'll say again, I like to start off, I like to do my sketches in a not black layer just to give it a little separation for when I start doing my final lines. Janice, hey! Yes, the Waggy in a floof suit. This is what we've come to. No, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. This will not be my Florida trick-or-treating outside costume because I would die. In fact. Yeah, I was debating whether I should do costume tonight, costume next week, since it's technically a little bit closer, but then I'm like, I'm wearing my costume in November, people will be like, what's his deal? Or not. You know, I do have more than one costume. I could try it too. I'm good. I'm good. Settling into life after travel, and that's nice. How are you doing? I should probably start sketching. What's my Chandelure gonna be doing tonight? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is the part of the warm-up where Jeff draws on the reference layer, not the sketch layer. Glad we got that one out of the way early. Hope you're doing well tonight, Janice. How's your week been? Alright, I need to draw this Pokemon, man. It's not gonna draw itself. Don't believe it if it tells you it will. If there's a way to complain about everything humanly possible, that's how you're doing. Oh, that sounds like it's not the best place to be. Okay. Maybe, can I make it kind of a smile? Is that what I want to do? So, I'm just gonna say it can make a crazy face here. It's gonna be like a happy Chandelure. All right. it's got kind of like these guys. We're gonna have them be like this. There we go. And then the actual lights kind of branch off of here is what I'm seeing. Everything is dandy and great. Wait a minute. That's a very different story. Yeah, I'm well. Life has just gotten real busy. You know, I'm hoping maybe things will chill out a little bit as we start getting towards the holidays, but it's just, whew. October into November is right now setting up to be a real crunch for me. I don't like how I started drawing that one. I'll draw a little flame. I should move you down, huh? Yeah. But it's good. Life is good. I really cannot complain. Okay. So maybe we're gonna be sending out our little flames here. Yeah, I gotta say, I've never been super huge on the ghost type in Pokemon, but Chandelure is super cute. Chandelier. I mean, that is what it is. And for anyone out there lurking or watching on YouTube, if you haven't seen this before, I'm not gonna finish this. I'm just getting this started to warm up. I'm starting in a real giant brush size, so I'm not tempted to draw into any details, which I would go back in and fill in subsequent layers if I were finishing out the piece, which I may do at a later time, because I do enjoy drawing my Pokemon. Yeah, and that's kind of the standard process of sketch layer, pencils, which is a little bit more detail, and then final lines, or inking, it's often called. This is doing okay, though. This is doing okay for a sketch layer. I will not complain about this sketch layer. Okay, and it's a good thing I won't, because that's it. That's 5 minutes. You want to sleep? Listen, you can continue being upset. I'm not going to tell you how to feel, Janos. It's all good. You're welcome to vent here. This is a cozy, safe space. But if you want to move on, you're also welcome to do that. Oh, you need to get some invoices done. I totally missed the first part of that. Oh, so wait, are you still working? Okay. All right. So this is good. This is good where this is at. And I'm gonna hop over to you. So we finished this out last week. Overall, very happy with how it came out. Had a couple notes from one of my critique groups. I shared this with them last week. And they had a couple ideas, and I'm going to try to work those in because I think they can improve the readability a little bit. You know how when you draw something or write something, you understand all the thought processes that went behind it and led to it? Yeah, you can do that, and then other people who aren't inside your brain will see it and be like, wait, what does that mean? So they pointed out these two panels are a little bit confusing, actually. Doing it now because you didn't have time to do it earlier, but like, do you have standard desk job hours? Because isn't it like 8 o'clock for you? After 8 o'clock? So they pointed out, especially one of them noted that it looks like child number 1 over here is asking for this shiny bauble, which was actually meant to be the Hope Diamond, which we're not about to purchase. It is kind of funny when you imagine it that way, but that wasn't quite where I was going. So that was unclear, and I'd like to clear that up. And I talked with Ashley It is 8. Okay, I'm glad I got that right. I remembered it right. I gotta say, it was fun doing the stream in Mountain Time when I was there, because I could do a 2-hour stream and wrap up, and it was still, you know, the same day as I started on, which is not true here in Eastern Time. If I do a 2-hour stream tonight, it will be tomorrow when I finish. Speaking of child number 1, hi child number 1. I didn't tell them I was going to do a costume stream, so this is a little bit of a surprise to the family bystanders. What was that? Oh goodness, this is hard to take off with the headphones. Yes? Oh, you did? Okay. Okay. Good night. Good night. I still didn't visit you. I know. What is wrong with me? The indignation. Okay, can I do this? Alright, this is good times. Hey, we got it. We did it. I will tell you what though, the tail, this costume has a little stitch tail, and it does take some adjustment before you sit down. Otherwise it's a wee bit uncomfortable. Let me tell you that much. Okay, so, sorry, just checking on this. Yeah, back to what I was thinking. So Ash and I talked about it, and we were thinking I can edit the dialogue in this panel, and also put something like a plaque either down here, or perhaps a banner here that kind of says Hope Diamond. That kind of just makes it clear what we're getting at. So I'm gonna start with that one actually, I think, because that's gonna be just a little bit more detailed. That's all in the foreground layer. That's all in the foreground. So what I can do is just select the layers that I'm gonna work with. Shadows and flat colors. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna make just a little bit of room here by scooching this guy up. Just ever so slightly. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I don't need to check all the other ones, so I can just select the flat colors layer and grab my pen. Because I'm doing a color fill, I'm going to turn off the anti-aliasing so that it doesn't create any weird hidden borders. And we're just going to fill this in here. Now I've got room, got a little bit of room for a plaque, right? That's pretty good. I gotta say, Colorado, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We were out there, I guess it ended up being a couple weeks-ish. And it was so cool and so different. Like so much changes as you drive around that state. It was awesome. All right, so I think I was using an 8-point brush here. I'm gonna switch to black for the lines. Okay. Just gonna draw, and actually I probably don't want to do it at the full. It's a little bit of a finer detail, so I will use a smaller brush size. Okay, I do want this to look a bit more engraved plaque-ish. Okay, that seems good. Do I want it to be like metal or do I want it to be like a wooden plaque? I'm probably way overthinking this. Yeah, I'm overthinking this. So I'm just gonna write it in a black. And it doesn't even have to be perfect or completely legible, as long as it's enough for the brain to fill in. I will try to make it at least a little bit of a fancy font. Ooh, that serif got away from me. By the way, I believe I said this last week. If you hear bumping in the background, I'm not sure if you can. That is not any present danger to me. That is my good neighbor Mickey Mouse shooting off some fireworks. So it's beautiful depending on where you go. You have a few bad apples. Now, by bad apples, are you talking about the people or the places? I could probably move that up a little bit. Yeah. Am I gonna crowd it if I try to fit this in here? I mean, I could just take the lazy way out. Shrink that ever so slightly. Now I've got some room. Come in. That is how you spell diamond, right? Also, my font size is getting away from me a little bit. Let me just redo some of this. So yeah, tonight is a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party over at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. So it is a later fireworks show than usual, and so I get to have it on stream. Well, in the background at least. So that's not so bad. Fix that. Now, I don't know if you've gotten, the impression or anything, but we're a little bit Disney fans in this house. That totally is right. Okay, cool. That's not what I meant to do. Right. We got to go over to Magic Kingdom last night actually, and get into the season a little bit. We did Haunted Mansion, which was nice. The kids hadn't been on it before, so that was cool to get to share with them. They're old enough now where it wasn't spooky, wasn't super spooky for them. Okay, so that's good. That's good. And now I'm gonna just pick a nice generic, not distracting color for the background here. And I'm just gonna manually color it in right now. Because I could mess around turning off layers and getting the fill settings just right, but I'm just gonna be fast with this because it doesn't need to be perfect. There is definitely a point of diminishing returns on things. Okay, that makes that part clear. And then we're just gonna go over and edit this text a little bit. Over in this panel to make it clear that child number 1 is talking about going into the museum gift shop. And this is the kind of thing, like when I say it's really, really good to have a critique group, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. A group of trusted people who do not live inside your brain, but at least believe that you have, kind of know what's going on, so they can give you non-condescending but really helpful guidance on things and help you see things maybe that you didn't catch. Will this fit? Can I fit all 4 lines and just add one? Maybe. It's a little tight on the edges there, but ugh, it's a lot of points. Okay. Gonna use my pinch here. Make you just a little bit bigger. Give just a little bit of breathing room to that text. It's nice to have it be not too crowded and congested. That's maybe still a little bit big. I know I'm kind of, it's a little bit of a challenge, like between, okay, do I want to let it get too close to the panel border? Because this is super close. I think this is good. This is the balance. This is a balance that I'm comfortable with at this point in time. All right. Yeah, that's not it. There we go. Turns out it helps to make sure you've selected the right brush. I'll come in and clean up that too. And by that I mean the little bit of the tail there that kind of barged on into the bubble. Got all confused when I shifted things, didn't know where it was supposed to go. There we go. Vector eraser, you are great. Okay. Whoop. Nope. Wait. Okay. Got away from me for a second there. So now we can clearly see this is the Hope Diamond. And we can clearly see that she is begging to go in and buy stuff in the museum shop, which carries through in the bag. And there was a suggestion I could do a little bit more with the eyes here on Ashley here. I think I'm gonna leave it for now. I do like that one, although I'm not 100% sure how I want to pull that off. So I'm thinking I'm gonna leave it. I'm happy with this right now. So we're gonna stick there. I think this is good. This is good. I'm happy with this. Yay. And then, you know, I'm gonna just get lost in the time lapse for a second, because I like to do that. Maybe 15 seconds to be precise, or 30 or more. Or 45 or 60. Okay, that's probably enough. It's probably good. Okay, so all right, that's pretty good. We're doing good tonight. We did warm up. I got those finishing touches on the comic. So now I was gonna take a look at something. Give me a second. I didn't set this up ahead of time. So let's see. How to do. Just a moment while I try to set up something quickly in my OBS. Okay, we'll leave it on the Clip Studio window while I do this just for a second. No. That's not it. So yeah, feel free, feel free to talk amongst yourselves while we're here. So, Janice, do you have a favorite part of Colorado? Oh, that's what's going on. I can do it like that. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. All right, so what I wanted to talk about, and the next thing that I wanted to do tonight, get started on tonight, was our the donation piece I want to do for Awesome Games Done Quick 2024. For those of you who aren't familiar with Games Done Quick, they are a video game speedrunning charity group, marathon. They put on marathons. They just actually wrapped up one, GDQX, which was at TwitchCon this year. But they do two big mainline events every year. One is in the summer, which is Summer Games Done Quick, and the other one is in the winter, which is not Winter Games Done Quick, but Awesome Games Done Quick. And it's a week-long marathon of people blowing through awesome video games very quickly. New games, older games, just a huge variety. It's incredible to watch, like the skill of the runners, and it's cool. And they raise money for charities. So the Awesome Games Done Quick in the winter usually is Prevent Cancer Foundation, and in the summer they raise funds for Doctors Without Borders. And then they also do a couple events with their women-only speedrunning group, Frame Fatales, in the spring, fall, sort of ish, winter, summers. So Frost Fatales and Flame Fatales, and they raise money for the Malala Foundation. So they work with awesome causes. They raise a ton of money to help out, and then also it's just awesome to watch the people blow through games. They have a Twitch channel. They run regular shows every night, but they accept, as part of their fundraising, they accept prizes that people can be entered to win in a raffle, if they when they donate. So I've donated prizes the last couple events. So for Summer Games Done Quick, I donated a Kirby. And for Winter Games, for last winter's Awesome Games Done Quick, I donated some Paldean Pokemon starter artwork. So I want to do this again. Like I want to donate something for this upcoming winter event. So I'm getting started working on it. Usually the prize submission wraps up in, they don't have the deadline up yet on their site, but usually it wraps up around the end of December. I say usually, and I mean last year. So I need to get started thinking about what I'm gonna do. And I was gonna start out by taking a look at the schedule, which I thought we could do together, right? Good times. So I'm trying to get that smoothly integrated into an OBS window. I was like, I can do it on the fly, no problem, right? That's easy. Well, sort of. Not for a rookie such as myself, perhaps. There we go. Okay. Okay, and I might move you here, make you smaller. Move to top. Nope. Okay. Okay. I think I got the window ready. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. All right. So this is the schedule for. Can I do it this way? I swear you could scroll on these. So, okay. We'll try something different. I'm gonna move us back to art because I like, There we go. Okay. I know that's worked for Gideon's before when I wrote out the browser window. No worries. No worries, dear chat. We've got this. We've got this. So I'm going to take you away. And I'm going to add a window capture device. Come, learn OBS with me. I try to figure out what I'm doing. It's all good, my friends. It's all good, my friends. Now, will you let me open up? Yep. Hey. Okay. I think I'm onto something here, y'all. I think I might just be. Yay. Okay. Okay. For reals. For reals this time. Hey, all right. I got it. Okay. So I just want to look over the games list, and it's a lot of games. So all right. So starting on Sunday, the 14th, we've got. I'm just gonna kind of call out the ones that are of interest to me that I might be interested in doing art on. So we got Donkey Kong Country. We got Rescue Rangers. That was a childhood obsession of mine. Moving into Monday, we got. None of these are super big to me. Mega Man was huge for me. Prime 2. Didn't really play 15. Sonic Adventure 2. That could be a prime candidate. Pokemon Diamond Pearl. Okay.
I vote Rescue Rangers.
You vote for Rescue Rangers? I mean, it's hard to say no to Rescue Rangers, honestly. Hold on. Say what?
Get all the 80s babies excited.
All the 80s babies excited. Yes. Yes, indeed. So that could be a good one. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna commit to this costume bit. I really am. Bad Dudes. I didn't really play that one. That's just famous memery, I guess. Legend of Zelda. Very classic. I mean, technically, there's nothing stopping me from trying to submit multiple, but I think one is a pretty reasonable amount. Granny. Never heard of that one. Oh, Bobby's running Bloodstained. That should be good. Paper Mario. That's a really cute art style. DuckTales Remastered. Another good one. TMNT Arcade. Oh, it's so good. Man. Mario 2 USA. Mario Luigi Superstar Saga. That's another good one. Ocarina. If you see anything in here that is nostalgic for you or you're excited about, go ahead and shout it out. I might even try sketching out a few of these ideas. If I was, more organized, I might have started jotting them down while doing this. In fact, let's... Okay. 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 What I'm gonna do is start writing some of these down in my art window. So we got... Or I could just do a text box. If I could type and spell, that would have been very effective. Sea Rangers, DuckTales I saw. What else were we looking at? I mean, Sonic was... I mean, I like Monkey Ball. I've never played Monkey Ball, so I feel a little bit of a poser thing going on there. If I were to pick that, Mega Man, Sonic Adventure 2. Well, I didn't really play Sonic Adventure 2. I haven't played a lot of the 3D Sonics, honestly. We got Pokemon Diamond Pearl. And we know I enjoy drawing my Pokemon. I don't know if y'all were aware. Okay, moving on. Legend of Zelda, Mario Kart. Oh, Mario Kart, nice. Paper Mario. TMNT arcade. Mario 2 USA, which, man, I wish Nintendo would bring back some of that. I loved that game as a kid. I feel like Wart doesn't get enough love from Nintendo. We got OOT. Oh, I like it. Would you want to bring it? So Ashley's working on part of her Halloween costume, so I'm commenting on this in the background. We're not ready to share yet. What if you had it kind of come, because I know on the character it kind of comes and then comes to the point. Could you have like some flame, like even just like a red coming around a little bit from down here and meeting up so it comes to a tip? Yeah. Even just having it join in. Yeah. Just so it kind of looks like the tip of a flame. Not like you just got a flame on the top of the head, but like it's your head is flame. Be the fire. I'm sure without context that's super not disturbing to anybody. Oh, Taskbot presents Super Metroid. I do love Super Metroid. Doom. I played Doom, but I'm not really a Doom artist. That's not me. And Kirby, I just did Kirby, so probably not, but I'm gonna throw Kirby on the list. Oh, Mario Sunshine, that's fun. Tell you what, we just picked up Mario Wonder. I haven't had a chance to get hands on it yet because, you know, life decided to get super busy about the time, but I've been watching the kids play a little bit. It's pretty great. Mario 64. Yeah, that all looks good. Majora's Mask. Sonic Origins. I mean, these are all staples, right? Like, staples and longtime favorites. Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, they're finishing with Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. That should be good. Okay. You know what? I feel like we've got some good options here. I'm pretty happy with this. So we can get out of our browsing window. Ta-da! Here we go. All right. So these were kind of my candidates. So I'm gonna make this canvas real big is what I'm gonna do. And maybe I'm just gonna thumbnail a few ideas out on here. I've been using the sketchbook feature in Clip Studio Paint to make a book with pages and you can switch between, and that's all great. But maybe I'm just gonna make a bunch of thumbnails right now. I'm gonna target 8x10 for my canvas size for a print. Actually, I could probably go bigger. But I can even thumbnail things out and adjust the composition later, which isn't so bad. So canvas size. All right, that's what I was doing. So we're gonna double. Just gonna say double it. 16 by 20. Boom. Gonna move you over. I know the Pokemon ones that I did before that are in the Etsy shop, or our Etsy shop, those are all 8x10s, and I was pretty happy with those. I haven't gotten a whole lot into creation of prints for the purpose of selling, so this is a little bit of exploration for me. But it seems like maybe even a 16 by 20, so doubling the dimensions as I did here could work out. But I'm not even gonna worry about that right now. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just gonna make something that is vaguely the size that I'm going for. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this as a vector layer. Oop, but I don't want you to be white, because I can't see that on this page now, can I? That's gonna be approximately the dimensions we want. I can live with it if it's not perfect. I'm just gonna make a bunch of you. I'm so glad that they added the distribute function to Clip Studio as well. If I could just remember where they put that. Distribute isn't what I'm looking for though. It's align top edges. Boom. There we go. Okay, edit, align top edges, boom. Edit. I don't have to read menus too, guys. I know. Do I like reading? Hey, Brigitte! Mario Sunshine or Sonic Adventure Battle 2? Yeah, Paper Mario, I really like the style. I don't know if you watch Kung Fu Fruit Cup. She's often an announcer or host for some of the GDQ stuff, but she's got her own channel and she's been playing through a lot of the Paper Mario games lately. So I definitely have been enjoying the style on those. All right. So, got a bunch of thumbnail frames. And I'm gonna make more. So how are you feeling, Brigitte? How much more room do I have? I have room for one more row at best. Hey, Stina. Yes. Yes, indeed. I am Stitch. Although this is not my going outside in Florida Halloween costume because I would die. Yeah, actually, for our Ashley and I are going to be the two characters from Elemental for our Halloween costume to walk along with the kids. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better, Brigitte. That's awesome. Yeah, okay. All right, you're gonna fit. You're gonna fit. Notch this up a little bit. I'm just gonna take all these guys up a couple. Kind of waterfall this together so they all move up as we go. Oh, that's right. We missed you Monday, Stina. How was it was the rehearsal, right? Okay. I'm happy there. A lot of them? Oh man. So it's keeping you really busy, I'm guessing, and the kids. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna say okay a bunch of times. That's what I like to do. Okay. Okay. It's fun. That's awesome. I mean, it sounds like it. Okay. Now comes the part where I have to make decisions. So therefore, this is the part that I am not gonna be great at. So yeah, I'm working on. I think I mentioned to you guys the whole speedrun marathon. Games done quick. So their next event is coming up in mid-January, called Awesome Games Done Quick. They're raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. It'll be running, I think, the 14th, starting the 14th, running that whole week, and they offer. Prize raffles as incentives for donation. So I have the last couple of them done donation pieces. So I'm now planning out my piece for this upcoming January's Games Done Quick. What I want to submit as prize art. So yeah, I've looked at their schedule to try to tie in with games that they're running, and picked out a handful of them that I'm a fan of. And so just going to do a bunch of thumbnails tonight probably for each of them and figure out what I want to do. I may not even visit everything on this list. It was just to kind of capture ones that might be interesting to me and start thinking about them. Actually, red's good. Oh, I should have a vote. Oh, man. That's a good idea. Okay. Yes. Yes. Now, I know there's supposed to be tools in... to do an actual poll. Can I do that? Don't know if I have that set up to do. I would have felt so slick to just throw a poll out there. I don't think I know how to do that. So I'm just gonna say, do you guys have any thoughts? I'm gonna zoom in here. I just had my eye doctor appointment today and they told me I need progressive lenses on my glasses. So I will be, going easy on everyone else's eyes as So Brigitte, you were already kind of saying Sunshine, Sonic Adventure Battle 2, or Paper Mario. Like you were saying, yeah, let's do a right over layer here. Nice vector. So we kind of had, Ashley had a vote here. We had a vote here. And a vote here. And a vote here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Stina, what games evoke a sense of nostalgia for you? What do you like? Chaos, please. Oh my gosh, my kids didn't even know who Chaos was, but when they saw the after credits trailer in Sonic 2, they were just like, yes, Chaos. Or not Chaos. Oh, not Chaos. I'm thinking of Shadow, but the Chows, the Chaos, Chows. I've never heard them said, so I don't know how to say it right. I'm losing it. But we do have a vote for DuckTales as well, and I'm recording that. Did y'all catch that? Ashley definitely had my back on the Chaos. I thought, yeah, because Shadow has like the chaos control thing, and I got that totally mixed up. Good times. Come on, I need to do my homework. Quinn was actually Sonic last Halloween, but it was a hoodie costume, and again, see previous comments about Florida and worm costumes. Okay. Chows. Okay. Chows. All right. Well, I will consider myself educated now. Yeah. Oh, Brigitte, I was gonna ask. I saw on your story, the panel sketches. Was it just my imagination, or was that the comic that you were talking about wanting to do during the meeting Monday? A Sonic reference in your manuscript? I love it. Yes, please. I mean, listen, we're gonna be day one purchasers anyway, but I'm excited to see it. Pre-order. I mean, yes, it will be a pre-order when we can do that thing. Yeah, the Florence one. Oh man, I was so excited, and I thought for a second that was what you were doing. I'm like, yes, I really want to see it. Not to be selfish. Okay. I keep saying okay to try to remind myself to focus, not just stare at chat. So I made a whole bunch of panels here. I didn't even count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yay. Who do we appreciate? No, 10. That's not right. That doesn't rhyme, Jeff. This is why I can't write a rhyming book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 games that have been voted for. Speaking of pre-orders, by the way, Stina, is yours? You can't let Ubisoft know at work. Fair. Speaking of pre-orders, though, Stina, is your book out for pre-order yet? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, I promise I can count. So I could do 2 of each. I might do Little Right. I kind of... Not yet. You got to see a rough of the cover? Oh, that's so awesome. If you were saying something before, the double shield of headphones and Stitch heads.
Don't overwhelm yourself, but I want to see the cover too.
Yeah. I mean, not right now, right?
No, I know. I'm very excited.
Yes, we're very excited for you. They asked what you thought? Oh, I love it. I love that they're giving you some feedback on it all. That's really awesome. It's so good. Oh, so excited for you. That's awesome. So I really like Superstar Saga, so I might put a vote here. I put the Pokemon vote in. I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Okay. That is plenty, and I can do a couple of some of them. So now that I've done that, I'm going to just label some panels, and then I'm just going to start messing around. Yep, that's how you spell Rangers. It's all good. It's certified. Spell check approved. Did any of you guys watch Tailspin? I had a phase where a short phase where I was just super into that show as well. So all right. And Paper Mario. Cool, cool, cool. So Brigitte, I was gonna ask, when you thumbnail, do you just do it something like this where you just have like your panel frames and you just have like everything is essentially on like only a handful of layers? Or do you do, because like what I do, I tend to do like get my panels all laid out as full-fledged panels and then like go in and each panel has its own like thumbnail sketch layer. But that also seems super time consuming and maybe it's not the fastest way to do it. Not that I've, ever been accused of not being time efficient or super speedy at my art. Okay. We'll start like this. And we'll go from there. Okay. Reference folder. Okay, so you do the sketch of the panels themselves too. Okay. What was I doing? What was I doing? Where am I? Who am I? Okay, so set up our reference folder. Drag you over here. And if you played Rescue Rangers with a friend as a kid, this was 100% the experience. The friendly fire was very real, where you just would end up constantly throwing your friend, and then, the friendships would end over it. It was 100% real thing. For inking, you use the single panel tool, so all panels are in one layer. Oh. I like that. That's, there's a part of me that tries to keep everything like separated in its own like little box, but also I don't think that's great for memory management on the computer. Yeah. All right, so that works. Just gonna try to keep this nice and loose for the thumbnails to get an idea. So definitely had So like one of the guys here, obviously. Kind of want to do a nice perspective composition here, so you'll have one guy kind of looking back here. I'm gonna say Chip because he was my favorite, which is clearly illustrated by this beautiful fedora that I've drawn photorealistically. There was a really good sense of height in the games playing them, so I want to have him like maybe jumping. He's going to be looking back here. Maybe we could do the crates. My perspective is not going to be great here. It's going to need some help when I come back to do this. But this is just to get some ideas. He's going to be reaching out. Oh, Stina, happy birthday, late. So Dale's gonna be like down here. Doing kind of a anime run guy thing. Maybe we'll have one of the big like mechanical robot dogs coming over. Something like that. So we'll have like the boxes and the crates, and then we can have like the depth of the fence and like the building like they have in here. Aw, I'm glad you guys had a nice time. Yeah, it's only, you know, it can just be really nice to have that nice dinner and just celebrate and take the moment, especially when life gets so busy anyway. Wait, so Brigitte, you had a birthday recently. Stina, you had a birthday recently. Ashley has a birthday coming up. I had a birthday. We're all fall, or in my case, very last day of summer children. That's fun. Okay. Something like that. I have an idea of where I could go with it. I kind of like it. I totally drew on my reference layer, as I do very commonly. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Okay. Gonna take a pause for a second of organization in here. It is necessary. Nope, that's an, okay. I'm just gonna pretend that my birthday is also October so I can be in the club with you guys. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of the draw overlayer. Get the thumbnail borders up top. Ish. Up top ish is good. There you go. Okay. No. Why are you being so stubborn today? CSP. Okay. There we go. Now at least everything's kind of in the right place. It's not so cluttered. Nice. So I'm just catching up with the chat. Libras unite. I'm like 2 days off from being a Libra. Technically, I'm a Virgo. But you're a Scorpio. Ashley's a Scorpio. Yeah. All right. Good night. Say good night to Ashley, chat. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh no, we didn't. Oh wait, did we? I didn't, but Ashley might have signed us up and I just forgot. So my thing is that I don't always acknowledge that anything past about an hour from where I'm at exists in the future. Ashley said goodnight as well. So I don't always notice that I should sign up for things or do things. Ashley is much better at that. So anything that matters, she does, because I may not always get it, which is a little sad for me, but I'm thankful that she is much more on top of things than me. You know, I don't need these thumbnails all in different layers. We were literally just talking about this. I didn't even need the folder necessarily. I could have just done it this way, but that's okay. Because we learn. We learn. Now, personally, I am very partial to the DuckTales moon stage. So I kind of want to do that if I'm going to do one. Just grabbing a quick reference thumbnail here. It's much more exciting if there's some sort of antagonist in the pictures. Let's go with this. Yeah, it would help if I have it in the frame here. Maybe that's tiny. Okay. Scoot it over a little bit closer. Can confirm. Space octopi on the moon. This is the truth. Okay. I gotta. Oh my goodness, this is so hot with the hood on. I gotta take it down. Whew. Tried to commit to it, but man. Hi. Alright, and again, I'm gonna go for a little bit of a perspective thing here. Yeah, top hat askew, give it a little sense of motion. First time drawing a duck on stream on the fly. Good times. What does a duck riding a pogo stick look like? Something like that. The like pogo stick bounce cane attack. Saw a good reference here for that as well somewhere. There we go. There we go. always go up to that corner of the page. Maybe I'll just put that there so I have a little reference. So maybe even a little bit more with the feather bud up in the air. Okay. So that's challenging when you just keep drawing on your reference layers. It's almost like it's late or something. Okay. Cut and paste you. Oh man, the Kingdom Hearts. So, in theory, okay, merge these guys together. Man, the things you have to figure out when you messed up and drew on the wrong layer, it's good times. I know, I cannot hear this song without feeling things. Love Kingdom Hearts. It is awesome. By the way, do you see my friend that has joined the stream? This is Mog's third stream with us. I actually gave it to I got it for our daughter when she was first born, but she liked it, but it's not in the favorite rotation, so I reappropriated it. Because that's what you do. Okay, add like a crater here. Maybe a little one here. Okay. Add like a little bit of a surprise face. This one's gonna be just kind of like, whoa, look at you go. You're jumping over my head. You have horror experience with what? Wait, what do Moogles do in 14? I thought they were our friends. Nope, that is again, Jeff, the reference layer. Why do I do this to myself? Yep. Seriously. Okay. Merge down. Merge with layer below. That's what I want. They kill you. Oh, the Moogles kill you? I thought, yeah. That sounds traumatic. That doesn't sound fun. Alright, so now... Yes? Yes. Okay, that's what I was going for. Okay, moving on. I know Ashley always tells me I should set up a timer to force myself to focus more. And I agree with her wholeheartedly and then completely forget to do it. One of these days. Oh, with multiple... No, Moogles, I thought they were our friends. They're evil. Oh, man. So how far into 14 are you? Like, what expansion are you on? Alright, next reference. Chows. Chow Garden, perhaps? The recent one was Endwalker. Is that Endwalker? 2,000 plus hours. That's amazing. And awesome. I have largely avoided the online Final Fantasies because I feel like that would then be me, where I would just get lost in it. Okay. I like this reference. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paste it into the reference folder. And then I'm gonna change my layer and not draw on the reference layer. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Paste it. Move it. It's for the best. Yeah, I remember years ago I did try like a trial, not of 14. Oh my gosh, this was before 14. The 30-day trial of 11, which I really actually liked a lot. But at the time I was like, I don't have time to invest in this. So I ended up change layer. Okay, I did it. Yeah. It was really, I enjoyed even that, even like the little bit like running around Saruta Baruta, and Windhurst. Like I love the music. Like it was like, oh man, I could totally get into this. But thankfully I didn't get pulled in. Well, sort of thankfully. When I was in high school, I played like the pre MMOs, right? So it was they called them MUDs, or multi-user dungeons or domains, depending on who you asked. So it was all text-based, and me and my friends, oh my gosh, I poured thousands of hours into that. My main character was like a sea elf cleric that I was like, oh gosh, I don't know, I probably put at least 500 hours into that character alone, and I was one of those people who was just constantly creating, like, I'd finish out a character, like max out, and then I would go and start the next one. Yeah. So I definitely get the appeal of it all. And like, if you go on Twitch, so at any given moment, there's so many people playing 14, and it's gotten so well reviewed, like ever since they did Realm Reborn. It just looks amazing. Okay, back to thumbs. I kind of want to draw a shadow with just a bunch of chows around him, like a happy shadow with chows around him. You got into it at a time that you needed it. It was around when you worked all the time and gave you social life when you couldn't have one. Yeah, and there's a lot to be said for that. There's a whole lot to be said for that. I think, do it. But what about the children? My family needs me. They can play too. We need more healers. No, so yeah, I kind of like the idea of him just sitting here, chilling out in the chow garden, holding a bunch of chows. That's where I want to take this. I think what was really interesting to me, like doing the big trip that we did and seeing like all these crazy different varying landscapes and stuff, was it reminded me of what I loved about a lot of games, and especially at a time when, you know, I was a kid and my family, like weren't able to travel a lot. You know, I was able to explore that way digitally. I could experience things, and those worlds were always there. And you know, I'm a bit of an escapist at times. I mean, hence the books and all that. So it's really having those places that kind of like infinite worlds to escape to was always so good. And having the rich visual representation, there are still places like, it's video game tourism. There's places that I would just go in a game and sit all day just to watch. All right. Good night, Brigida. Thanks for coming by. Yes. More chows. I'm an educated human now. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good night. Yep. He's gonna be a smiling shadow. That's good times. So Stina, this is the less glamorous part of art. Is it the part where we're just like, oh, I'm just drawing basically stick figures everywhere. I hope it's not too boring for you. I hope it's not too boring for anybody watching, for that matter. But this is where the thinking happens. Is this the part where you like watch and you're like, I could totally be an artist? Yeah. What? You mean you didn't totally immerse yourself in video game culture for decades and decades? That's okay. I like these palm trees. They're very... I love the rounded shape at the bottom. Makes them feel very like friendly. They're not threatening palm trees. Okay, that's probably enough time on that thumbnail. I should label these. You played Zelda and Tetris? I mean, so I've had this debate with people occasionally about what do you think is the greatest video game of all time? And if you ask me, if you include the metric of playability and repeatability to it, Tetris might actually be the best video game ever made. I say unironically. Because it's approachable, right? Like almost anybody can approach it, but it's hard to master. There's a fresh challenge every time, and it's like it's light enough that you can most of the time feel like playing it, but you could also still engage with it for a long time. I don't know. Just my theory. I have other games that I personally like better, but I and maybe that's a bit of a hot take, but like I feel like if you include that low barrier to entry, it might make it the best. So are you're talking OG or original Zelda? You know what OG means. I don't know why I needed to explain that. Don't mind me, just not thinking. I remember that one, and when I realized that if you didn't start the game right away, it would scroll to like the little story section with the music. I was like, oh, this music is so good. Like for NES, it's just, I remember that one, renting that. It was so, I was not good at it. I was terrible. But yeah, it was one of those experiences, one of my first video game experiences where I was just like, whoa. What am I looking up again? I'm looking at Pokemon Diamond and Pearl reference art. Oh. I might punt this one so I can think a little bit more about if I want to go for just a cute starter piece or an actual plot moment in the game. Well, you know, I can do starters. I like the starters. Starters are great. Starters are great. Start out thinking I'm not going to be able to make a decision, and then I end up actually being able to make a decision and shock myself. It's good times. It's really funny, actually. In so many things, I really struggle. I fatigue very quickly with decision making. But somehow art, which is like almost nothing but decision making, I'm able to do it okay. And I haven't figured out yet what the difference is. Like what? Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's fun. I clearly like games a lot, so this helps recharge my batteries too. Sometimes when I'm worn down, it's like finding stuff that I really enjoy and just doing art of that. Yeah. Okay. What are the starters doing? I've drawn starters sleeping before, and that's cute. But maybe not this time. Maybe they're having a picnic, right? So you got your picnic blanket out. Keep with the cute theme. Yes. That's kind of where I'm at. That's what I prefer to do, actually. I'm on my thumbs layer. Good deal. So I can just move this little piece of it. So maybe Chimchar. It's gonna be juggling some fruit. Draw like a berry there. The berries. So, okay. Okay. Is Piplup gonna be happy? Is Piplup gonna be sassy? What do I want to do? Maybe I'll switch those two in their places. Because I think what I want to do, maybe have Turtwig looking just slightly confused as, hey, what's going on? Man, there's this stream that I watch sometimes. She's usually on later in the evening, Meg Animation. And so she's like a professional animator, right? And I remember one time I tuned in and she was doing these like gesture drawings. So just like 3 minutes from reference. And it was she wasn't like manipulating the pose, but she was drawing it in a like clearly in like her style with from a reference, and just like seeing you just do it for just 3 minutes, boom, boom, boom. It was so incredible. And it's like, okay, I can see where I might need to do some practice to speed up my game a little bit. I mean, animators especially, like, holy cow. Maybe Piplup's gonna be happy. Piplup's gonna be having a good old time. Like maybe pointing and like holding tummy while laughing, kicking up the feet, something like that. Future Jeff can have the problem of working out that pose. And they'll have like plates of stuff here, blah, 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 plates, picnic basket. Yeah, time is money. They do. It's, and whenever I meet illustrators who are out there and they come from like an animation background, I'm so jealous. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Can I be your best friend? And then they run away for some reason. I don't know why. Put a bush or something in there. Okay, that works. That works. Yeah, it was fascinating. I actually learned just a little bit, like we got a basic book from the library back when we lived in Georgia, even of like Disney animation, right? And that's for young kids. But they talked a little bit about the process, and it's actually, having not done art school or taken any animation coursework or anything, it was cool to get to learn a little bit about the process, and like, oh, what's a keyframe, which those are the major in between frames of the animation, if you don't know. And then they actually have staff people, animators who are, they just call them in-betweeners, and they may not be the lead artists, and they come in and draw the little frames in between the keyframes that maybe aren't necessarily as impactful, or sometimes they do things like a swipe. So in between the keyframes, they may have blur lines or incomplete draw things to get this sense of motion in between. Yeah, it's just so fascinating, and it makes me wish that I had, gone and studied that a bit more, or slash it all, Okay, reference for the next one. So, 1,000-Year Door is the specific Paper Mario that they're doing, which I don't know a lot about the story of that one. Just vaguely. I've seen little bits of the gameplay. I could probably research a bit. They do have this reference does have a bunch of like characters. Oh, that might be a mashup of even more. Okay, so maybe I'll try. Okay. I'll use this for a start to the reference, but I feel like I may want to do a bit more research before I pick what I want to do here. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do here, and like this is a cute piece with a lot of the helper characters and stuff, but I really don't know that much about it. So maybe I'm gonna punt on this one. The 1,000-Year Door. Gonna come back to that maybe after a little research, or maybe that's a sign that that's not the one to do for me. that might just mean that I don't have enough of a connection to it, enough knowledge of it to really produce what I want to produce. And that's okay too. So I'm going to mark it. I've got a reference. I can come back, but I'm also going to just have a bit of a think about that note. But Superstar Saga I've played. That one I've definitely played. At least in part. So yeah, when I'm just staring off vaguely at my screen, I'm looking. I'm just doing a Google image search and looking through and like, okay, which of these images speaks to me? What captures some, either if it's promo art for the game or if it's an actual screenshot from the game itself. I'm looking for something that captures the spirit, especially if it's a game that I've played, something that speaks to me personally, that gives me a feeling that I want to bring out in a piece. Because, it's definitely bears saying that if you do something just for the sake of I think other people will like it, it can come through as fake. If you have a strong emotion behind a piece, that's always going to come through. And that's going to be the thing that speaks to people when you've actually got a feeling that you're trying to communicate. Ooh, I might do 2 references because I like... Yep, that's... Always pastes to the upper right corner. Would be helpful to remember that. And then also... Wait. Where did you go? Where did you go? That's where you went. I think this one's gonna be the one. Yeah, this scene. I think this is from early in the game. But with the new bad guy emerges. That's a good one. Okay, and now I'm gonna go to my thumbnail layer and not draw on my reference layer. I'm learning. So maybe I'll do something with Mario and Luigi. Because we know what they look like, right? We do them in the foreground, so we don't necessarily have to say it's just Luigi is taller. There, yeah. He's not so round circular, more stretched oval. So then we'll have this kind of, Okay, in the distance, we can have this cloak kind of doing its own dramatic thing. He's got his crazy rocket hat going on. So then we'll have kind of this push perspective. You could even fisheye it a little bit. Give it a little bit of a swirl. If we can kind of hint at that Fibonacci type spiral composition. It does tend to make things a bit more dynamic. Let's curve like that, so I should do that. And then, you know, you got Bowser in the background here. Okay. Maybe I won't save it just yet. And Sunshine, hey, I've almost worked through all 7 initial games. Not bad. So PD Piranha. That's a fun moment. Also, oh, you know what I kind of want to do? I mean, this one's cute and everything as a reference with Mario and Peach like on vacation at the beach. I kind of like some of the feel of that one, but also I know one of the fun things with Sunshine is just the movement with the Flood, the backpack, the water sprayer backpack that Mario has. So I really want to get Is there anything that's gonna help me? Okay. This is a little bit of what I want. It's a little bit of what I want. So the movement and the ability to kind of take off with the backpack. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, sorry, I love this song. So maybe something where you got, again, it's not actually looking at Mario's face, which maybe is a mistake. But I feel like the power of this game isn't necessarily, you know, yeah, it's Mario, but so kind of shooting the torrent of water out. So maybe kind of the whole thing where he's in the air, he's flying. Because I was kind of thinking as you've got this kind of like, he's cruising on over, you've got ocean in the foreground. And then you're going to have the big Delfino City kind of out here in the background. With like the towers, there's some of that stuff. Now, clearly this is not going to be in-game accurate. Then you got like the mountains kind of come in here. Kind of the beach and the water. So you get this feeling of like, what does he look like when he's flying? What does he do with his legs? Okay. I kind of like this. Gonna I feel like this will be an important reference if I go with this one. There we go there. Something like that. So he's got the backpack on. He's doing the flying. He's shooting the spray of water. So he's coming in over the ocean, seeing the island and the Delfino City. I like that. I feel like that captures a bit of the sense of scope of the game, the feel of it. Excuse me, look at this. And there's some like little islands around here. Some palm trees. Maybe like a sailboat or something out here. Okay, I like the idea of that one. I do. I do. No, Jeff, why? 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 Okay. Well, you know, we have ways to fix that. Okay. We have ways of fixing it when we, despite our best efforts, forget to draw on the correct layer. Well, hey, Stina, thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad you came. It was nice to get to chat with you. We see you on Monday, so I'm glad we got to talk to you here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And talk to you soon. And late happy birthday. Happy Halloween. Oh my gosh, I didn't even ask about your car. We can talk offline. That's fine. Yeah. Happy Halloween. All right. Sounds good. Good night. Okay, so I've still got my layer here. Layer 2. Did not draw on that one, thankfully. Cool. Well, now I can just merge you guys down into my thumbnail layer, and that's good. Merge with layer below. I swear I remember what commands are. It's good times. Merge with layer below. Hey. Alright, I'm just saving my work and setting up the directory structure right now. It's, you know, good to do that. Okay. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thumbnails. Paper Mario, I want to do because I really love the style of the game. It's so cute. But I don't know if I know enough about the game to be great about Sunshine 1. Just gonna do my bookkeeping over here. Don't know if I know the game well enough, which is just a real shame because I hear it's a joy. Yep. 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 There we go. Okay. All my references are neatly collected. Look at that. Look at me organizing things. right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the 1,000-Year Door again. You know, we could try something. Because I love, one of the things I love when I watch runs of this game or playthroughs is how they do the pipes. And so you get this very much 2D 2D character swirling around. Almost like a toilet bowl, but like, you know, it really does a great job at accentuating the dimensionality of them. For those of you who don't know, Paper Mario is literally, he's like a super cute Mario in this style, but they're all 2D characters, entirely flat, walking around in a 3D world. And so they do a lot of really cool visual stuff with that, as you might imagine. That's too big. That's too big, Jeff. This is not a pipe. Just kidding, it's totally a pipe. Yeah, and actually that's not the angle, because I was actually gonna have it coming like this. There we go. I think so? Maybe? Maybe? Okay, so there's the pipe, right? And so he's gonna be coming out, but he's gonna be something like that. But now how do I... Oh, that's right. So, okay. Okay, thinking about my perspective here. So it turns out this is challenging. Look at this. Get his legs in. Get the basic pose. But then if I make him turn a little bit, so you can see like a little bit of the, so he's like coming up. That's kind of what I was going for. So he'll be turned. So I'll flatten out these edges just a little bit. And again, this is the thumbnail, so it's not. Maybe not on the face. The face I want to keep nice and recognizable. They can be on the extremities here where they're just starting to turn a little bit, like so. I think that'd be cool. So he's kind of coming out doing like this motion, and then you could just have, you know, I mean, I'm a Peach fan, so I'll put Peach in here. Ba-da-bum, ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-bum. I remember the first time I heard Tara's theme, I could not get it out of my head. I was even singing it like at the dinner table with my parents. Thanks for being very tolerant of that, Mom and Dad, if you're listening. They heard a lot of it. They heard a lot of it. It's all good. It's all good. Because now I have kids, and they do the same thing. Is that Goombet? Is that the character's name? I mean, she's too adorable to not include in here. I'm aware that I'm totally making the faces as I'm trying to draw them, and then I realize that I'm doing it, and I try to stop, but I can't, so I'm like, hey. It's all good. This is artist problems. These are them, their art problemists. Okay. The clouds are very cotton ball-y in this game. And I'm okay with that. Okay, so something like that. Alright, you know what? It's been 2 hours. We're winding down soon. I think I'm gonna do it. Gonna get it back up for this last little bit. Gonna push it through. We're gonna finish strong. How? Does Stitch have to go on the ship now? I could probably quote that movie. We maybe have watched it in the car 17 times in the last 2 years. It is a classic. Can't really go wrong there. Can't really go wrong. All right, so here we are. We got 7 thumbnails for 7 of the games. Again, these are games that are going to be played during the Awesome Games Done Quick 2024 marathon. Coming up January 14th is the start. It's a week, solid, 24 hours a day, nonstop gaming, speedruns, raising money for Prevent Cancer Foundation. Run, of course, by Games Done Quick, the amazing channel which got me into Twitch in the first place. I think Hotfix is probably still running right now if you want to watch them and see what they're all about over at Games Done Quick on Twitch. But yeah, so they when you donate to their marathons, they have a series of prizes that you can be entered to win in the raffles. Past couple of years, I've been happy to donate art to them as a prize, and I've been really flattered that they've also accepted that art as a prize, and just happy to be part of it. So I'm looking to do that again for this event. So I'm just trying to figure out what I want to draw. So we're going into my brainstorming process here. We've picked out, I made a list of some games I liked. We had a little vote talk here in chat earlier. And I just thumbnailed out a few 7 games that I liked, and I might come back and do some more. I've got three thumbnail spaces that I prepped, and I can always duplicate this page and do more. But this is just to start getting some ideas of what I might want to do, and start thinking through. Because decision making is hard, and anything you can do to help yourself is nice. Okay, so I think that's gonna do it for art tonight. I think we're in a good place. Hey, and we're back to just chatting. So thanks to anybody who's able to stop by and when you joined in chat, anyone who's just been lurking, hey, I'm never gonna call you out, but I sure appreciate that you're here. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. It's a good time. This is my happy time. Art, chat, sharing what I love with all of you. I hope you enjoyed it too. I go live Thursdays every week at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I also record my streams and post them to the same username over on YouTube. So you can always find me there. You can always watch the VODs on Twitch. I am not an affiliate. I am just a streamer, so my VODs only last for 7 days, but you can always hop over to YouTube and find them if you're curious to see what I get up to, or so my previous work, I've worked on largely slice of life comics. I did, a t-shirt design for a friend. My wife and I, usually say this at the beginning of stream, but I totally forgot today. Just realized. We're a creative team. We work on kids' graphic novels, so that's anything from early readers all the way through young adult to adult. So sometimes I work on some of that stuff on stream as well. So it's kind of a variety art stream. Sometimes I work on charity pieces as well, which is what I'm doing here. And once again, I forgot to even say what people call me by. The channel name is WagWorksGA, but you can call me Jeff or Wags or Waggy as Janos did. Janos, by the way, if you're still listening, hey, thanks for stopping by. Wrapping up here, but it was really good to talk to you this week. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. I'm happy with where we got. We touched up the comic from earlier. We did our warm up, which I was pretty happy with that too. And then I've got 7 good starts for my GDQ piece, so I'm really happy with this. So happy early Halloween to everybody. I hope you guys, whatever you do to celebrate, if you celebrate, have fun, be safe, be happy, share joy and kindness, be good to each other, and hopefully I'll see everybody back here next Thursday or see you on YouTube. If you feel like dropping a comment over on YouTube, tell me what you think, tell me which of the thumbnails you like, feel free. But you don't have to. I'm just happy to have your support and to share this with you. So again, everybody, thank you. Have a great night, and I will see you next week. Bye.